This South Lord MuRiDa Special Land Warrior Snow GW Shield. I got something special. Um, I I I I I, I was kind of depressed that I wasn't able to get my first tour deck for my birthday. So I was kind of bummed about that for a long time. And then the divine command, divine collectives, and our alliances, they helped me make my. They reminded me that my uncle went to the casino, Horseshoe Casino, and as a special promotion, when your first time, you get this card deck, which I'm going to show you here in the deck. And I was able to make the card deck with the help of the divine forces, divine command, and our alliances. Uh, they they're letting me know that that they're gonna help me make a tour deck. They're gonna show me how. So basically, they taught me how to make it, and I happened. The horseshoe cards only had 22, which is exactly the amount of cards you need for the um, uh, major major tour cards, and then there's 28 cards in the O'Hara's, which I turned them into four sevens, seven, uh, seven pinnacles, seven of the pinnacles, seven of the wands, and seven of the cups, and seven of the swords. And then there's an extra card. There's a there's an extra card that is different than all the other cards, and I turned that into Archangel Gabriel, and Ariel card. So anytime we get Archangel Gabriel and Ariel, it's a special message that um, that we need to be born a spirit, or that we need to. Um, well, I mean, if the Archangel Gabriel and Ariel is upside, if it's upright, that means we need to call on them for to be with us all the time. We need to call on them for help, and I'm gonna in honor of this special thing of them giving this to me, we have a special Ho'oponopono. There we have this special area Ho'oponopono to honor my first tour deck. Archangel Ariel taught me how to do the special huge Ho'oponopono. It's a special one, and then Gabriel, we're working on this special Ho'oponopono. This is in celebration of my first tour deck, and right now I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I gotta, and then we're gonna do I'm put on my grid, and we're gonna do seven cards. We're gonna do four on the outside, one where one what's a major thing in the middle, one that's the harder thing, one that's in our cells in our DNA, one that's in our core, and one that's in our heart, and then four, and then the main one. This is a special. This is a special kind of tour. This is actually how the divine command, divine collectives, and alliances taught me how to do the tour. Mainly the archangels and angels taught me how to do this, and they taught me how to. So this is my first time, and first time I'm gonna do it on myself. So we're gonna do it just for let's see here, it's 9. So we're gonna do it from now until January 18th. Now until January 18th. Oh, that's kind of weird. It is. It is 9. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pull this thing down so you guys can see. And I'm gonna have the cards flipped. The cards are gonna be facing you guys so you guys can see it. Um, okay. Okay, here we go. See, I put it in a little thing so you open it. I got my pink cloth around it. So I'm gonna burn. I want to burn some Palo Santo right now, just to cleanse the area. And this is my Archangelic Protection Rose. I don't know if you can see it. I put it out here a little bit. Okay, here's the cards. Look at you guys. Here's that one. This is the first time. See this one? I don't know if you can see. It says Gabriel and it says Archangels and this is Ariel. This is a special. This is the only one that card that looks like it. And then we have 22 of these ones. 22 of the horseshoes. 22 of the horseshoes. And each one of them. And then we got 28 of the harrows. So here we go. We're gonna shuffle. This is my first time shuffling it. By the way, I don't go like this. I don't snap it and I don't bend the cards. I'm just gonna just slightly just basically go like this. Because the archangels and angels don't want me to do that to the cards. They don't want me to bend the cards because these cards have to last as long as possible. So I can't like flip it and bend it. I can do that, but it's not a good idea to do that to the cards. Okay, our first our they're telling me right now that we have to go right here. We have to go right here, right here, and right here, and right here. So our first four cards, and the next one is here, here, and here, like an L shape. And they say the reason why we do it like this is because it's love. And the reason why we do this is because the four corners, the four winds, and the four pillars of the house. That's what they tell me. And they tell me this is the brain, this is the brain, this is the mind, this is the thought, the main, the brain, the essence. This is the heart, and this is the cells. This is the DNA. I mean, they say this is the essence. This is the brain. This is the heart, and they say this is the four winds, four pillars of the house. Okay, they're telling me to stop, and they're telling me to push it down like this, and they're telling me to go like this, and then I've never done this before, so that's what they tell me to do. Okay, tell me I have to do it like this so you guys can see it. This one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, we got it. We got all miners. Okay. I think we got all miners. Do we? They're saying that the first couple of times we're gonna get all miners until the deck is until the deck is fully until the deck is well in its way. Then we'll get some majors. They said that's just the way it goes. They said don't be alarmed. Okay. Let's see here. And they said put the cards on the feathers. Okay, they say that we have to start from here, start from here, start from here, start from here, and then we gotta go L as in love. Or this is the brain, this is the heart, and this is the DNA cells, and these are the four winds. They said this is north, east, west, and south. Okay, I gotta pull up my thing. And they said let's see here what's the north? Six of Cups. So yeah, I've never done this before, so I'm looking it up. Six of Cups is our north. Um, okay, the Six of Cups is the eccentric use of the card. Stands for innocence and nostalgia when it is in upright position. When card is reverse position, it represents its themes of being stuck in the past, naive and unrealistic. Another way it has been interpreted is that it means that the time is to look back to a simpler way of thinking. Unquestionable love is more modern interpretation. The children that are used on the card are promote idea of children being held. Okay, basically the divine command and divine collectives and everything are telling me that basically we have to go back to a simpler way of thinking, a more practical way. We have to go back in the past and retrieve the things that were useful to us, and we gotta bring those back to the current moment, and then we gotta upgrade them. They said that we're moving too far ahead, and we need to go back and we need to retrieve some of the technology, some of the knowledge and wisdom and information and awareness that we had in the past, and bring it to the moment, and we need to upgrade it. And then they tell me to not have an emotional charge, like it says here. Kids don't kids um, um, Okay, like here, it's saying that when kids love, they don't have an emotional charge when they love, and they always remind us not to have emotional charges when we love. Okay, what's the next one? This one's our East, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. What was that one? Seven of Cups. Or just saying, I'm just reading it. There's some dispute as to what the seven symbols in the cups mean, but tarotologists have some speculation as to the meanings. The exact elements of this vision may be less important than the very act of conjuring them. According to some, this card represents self-delusion, while others emphasize choice or temptation. Under rare and extreme circumstances, may indicate the revelation of. Okay, it's just talking about grand spiritual truth, um, and to not have self delusions, and to not emphasize choice and temptation. So basically, what the divine forces are telling me, that I need to not have any self delusions. I need to not have any self delusions of grandeur, and then I need to avoid temptations. Like for instance, the Palladian that I'm supposed to be with, I call her my Palladian princess. She warns me if I sleep with anybody, there'll be consequences. And several girls have wanted to sleep with me lately, and I need to be aware that I can't sleep with any girls. I have to stay true to my Palladian princess. As if I sleep with another girl, the Palladian princess, she will issue me consequences, severe consequences, and you don't want to piss off a legendary Palladian defender, who's your best friend, who loves you tremendously. That's something you don't want to do. Or she said she's going to issue me consequences. So that's what it means by temptation. And then revelation of grand spiritual truths. I'm coming out with a lot of spiritual truths, which is the highest and purest of truths. Okay, let me see what the next one is. Ace of Swords. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, and I mean, I've been tempted so many times because so many girls want to sleep with me, and I just gotta know that's a no. I gotta stay true to my Palladian princess. And she did warn me if I sleep with another girl, that there'll be severe consequences. Because I gotta stay true to her. My heart can only be for her. This is weird. There's no. Let me look it up. Let me Google it. Ace of Swords represents new ideals, new beginnings, new projects, new plans, breakthroughs. It also indicates intellectual ability, mental clarity, clear thinking, and the ability to concentrate. This minor arcana signifies communication, vision, force, focus, and intensity. Yeah, that's all. It's all super true. That's exactly what I'm going through. I get clear thinking. I'm getting breakthroughs. Okay, Two of Swords. Let's look it up. That is exactly the truth. Okay, the Two of Swords is a female figure sits blindfolded as she calmly balances two swords across her shoulders. Behind her is a large body of water, and above her is the moon. The woman's seated position, in combination with the crescent moon recalls the High Priestess card. We find a link as well in this card representation of the characteristics feminine strength of intuition. Yeah, I have amazing intuition. Just so you guys know what that basically means. Feminine strength of intuition. Remember, Divine Mother, Universal Mother is the spirit of wisdom, the breath of God. Remember, the female energy has the highest wisdom. The female is the creator. The female is the creator energy, is the creativity. The female is the feminine strength. The females on the planet are the creative force behind this whole entire planet. Actually, behind the whole entire universe. The females behind the creative force. The awareness, and new developments, and our strength comes from the women. Our true strength comes from the women, and our true awareness comes from the women. That's what that basically means. And just so you know, awareness is extremely powerful. If you have awareness, you have love, and you have everything, and you don't need anything else. So remember that. Females have creativity, and the core of creativity is awareness, and awareness is divine, unconditional, unlimited, uplifting love. Which when you have that, you don't need anything else. That's what I have, and that's what it's talking about. And I do have that, and I don't need anything else. That's why I'm so content. That's why I'm so happy, and that's why I'm so grateful. That's because I have that that extreme power, and that's how us Light Federation. That's how we beat the Dark Federation. Is that very thing? The woman's creativity, awareness and love. That's how we, the love force. The woman's blindfold and the sea show a necessity to rely not on immediate stimuli, but on deeper thoughts and feelings. That part of the unconscious mind that we call our higher self. Yeah, that's true. And remember now, the woman has, not only she's the creative force, she has awareness, but she has connection to intuition. She has psychic abilities. She's able to tap into these special connections where the woman is able to get grand truth from the higher realms, from not only the higher realms but from her higher self. That's what I don't know if you guys notice. Most of the psychics are female. Actually, it's kind of rare for a guy to be psychic because the woman's intuition. There's a reason why they call it that, because women have, like I said, women are the creative force. They they're able to move mountains. They have awareness. They have power. Women have true power, and they're the true backbone. They're the true strength of our of our galaxy, and that's the reason why women, most things women are better at than men. If you guys just read there's a book out that like 90% of things women are better at than us. They're better drivers. They're better police officers. They're virtually better at everything than we are, than males, and that's because they have the women's intuition, and they're the creative force. They have awareness. They have true love, and basically the love that helped us beat the Dark Federation. And you guys need to look up Susanna Maria Emanuel. She's a perfect example of a female power. Susanna Maria Emanuel is the most, probably I shouldn't say kinda. She is the most powerful woman in the whole entire galaxy, or at least on this planet. And she's the divine love element. She was Jesus in one of her past lives. Her seated position, when conceptually paired with the balanced swords and the blindfold, may also recall the justice card. Yet here the concept of justice is not one of retribution, but of making decisions that are balanced, moral, and that we trust to be harmonious, harmonious within and without ourselves. Okay, what that basically means is the woman is very good at being balanced. She's good at having morals. She's good at trusting, and with the being in harmony with herself. That's why the woman's so powerful. And that's funny how this is, because I do have that strength. Remember, a guy is not only man; he's woman and man. He has feminine, and it's important to balance that. It's important to have the strengths of the woman and the strengths of the man, especially if you're man. And I do have I do have the extreme strengths of a woman, but I'm very masculine. I'm more well, I'm balanced. I'm both man and woman. But that's what it means to be balanced and to have morals. Women are legendary for this. They're legendary for having harmony within and without themselves. So they don't need another person. They don't need a man to run in their life. They have harmony. That's you see a lot of single women. Um, basically kicking ass. Being a single woman. That's because the woman is amazing. Unlike the hoodwinked woman held captive on the Eight of Swords, this card depicts a woman in control. Yep, women are in control. Uh, the scene and the discipline of her pose do more to suggest that she has placed the blindfold on herself, as it is done in many cultures. Realistically, ritualistically, to encourage resilience on the other senses. For example, the use of blindfolds in martial arts. Okay, that just explains the woman is blind in her situation, but she is safe, not only unafraid, but centered. As she wields powerful weapons, but they are not held in the position that is threatening to her or anyone else. The moon and the sea reinforce a sense of calm and um, equilibrium. Okay, what that basically means, equilibrium means to I don't know if you guys seen the movie equilibrium. Equilibrium. It's a movie um where this guy is Keanu Reeves, and he's basically doing gun battles, and they're so balanced and they're so disciplined, and that's why the martial artists wear the blindfolds, is to be very disciplined, to be safe, to be master, to have mastery over their other senses. And in that movie Equilibrium, these guys they're basically as good with guns as it's like a movie. Guns are like being a master swordsman, being able to do phenomenal things. And these this guy, he's able to, they're a special kind of, they're special forces on the police in that that movie. And they're basically, they can calculate where to shoot the gun, and then where exactly where the bullet will go, and they're pretty much masters at the gun. They're like that guy off of um, that guy could that was on that Joker with Joker's girlfriend, where he's able to shoot in you. Deadeye, I think he is. But that's what equilibrium means, and that what means. That's why the blindfold, to be calm and equilibrium, to be balanced, and to have control over your other senses. And women are masters at this. This is the card of meditation, not of action. The crossed swords point to different possible directions, but for the moment the character is looking inward rather than outward, and in the position of an awesome power, and protects her until she finds the direction to apply it. So basically, what this means is, you know, her swords are held like this. They're not in an attack or defense. They're not in defense of her trying to attack somebody, but they're a perfect. Um, she has mastery over her other senses. She has intuition. She has the creative force. I mean, she's unbeatable. And basically, what this card means is to basically that I have that. I have that mastery. I have that woman's mastery. which I do have a balance of male and female, which is important to always be balanced. Because that's Buddha calls um, Buddha has a special saying. Buddha's all about balance, and that's where I am, and that's where I gain my power. And so this card is exactly right. That's I do have balance, and I do have equilibrium, and I do have mastery over my other senses. So I'm actually gonna quit this because I mean this is too long of a video. I'm sorry, but I have so much knowledge and I have so much wisdom that I don't want to blow you guys up. I'll save the other three cards for later. Boom boom boom. Okay. Yeah, see, like, and just so you guys know, I do psychic readings. I do have an Etsy page, and I do psychic readings all the time. I do tarot readings. I have a custom tarot deck. This is my first deck that is traditional, but I've made my own tarot decks. Uh, as you can tell, I'm legendary. I'm a wealth of information. I that's over 22 years of studying, training really hard. And just remember, if you guys need advice, if you guys need tarot readings, I do cheap readings, $15 for like 45 minutes, and that's real cheap. But I'll give you a legendary reading, and I can do tarot readings. I can do but I got the best pendulum in the world. See, look at this. I got the best pendulum. This pendulum is always tells the truth. Alpha Lotus Silk Road, High Lotus Area Lenza. In this tarot reading, I see the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, Arcturian Angel. Did I say such true happenings? It's unreal. It's swinging really hard. That means it's a hard yes. Am I really one of the best psychics on the planet? Am I really one of the most gifted psychics on the planet? With the largest library of information, possibly in the whole entire galaxy. See, there you have it. It's a hard yes. So remember, I do, and I have to restock my stuff. Um, so if you guys need help, I'm really cheap. I basically I'm all about charity. Everything I do is for other people, is to uplift and empower and to do good and great. I bring out the best in people, and I truly do bring out the best in people. And I'm all about being an addition. I'm all about being your advantage. I'm about being your best boon and your best advantage. And I'm also a grand healer. I can help manifest healing for you.